Hello everybody, it's Kaylin, and today I'm going to be doing more of a serious type video, but people around me have been giving me questions. I'm sorry if you guys can see this glare right here. It's going to bug me through this whole entire video because I can see it out the corner of my eye, and yeah. But a bunch of people on Facebook, on my personal Facebook, have been giving me questions. I directed them to my YouTube channel, and I told them I'd be making this video, and yeah, and they've been asking me questions more about suicide because of my previous happenings. But I gathered up 10 questions that have been most frequently asked from Facebook and Twitter and from other people around me that I know that have been through their same troubles. And just questions answering a bunch of things about suicide and suicide prevention. And I think there's a couple questions about depression in here too. So question number 1, why do people kill themselves or try to kill themselves? Well, people try and do because mostly of depression. Bullying around them, maybe they're getting abused at home. There could be several different reasons why people try or succeed at it. Mainly because they aren't feeling wanted or feeling like people need them or want them around anymore, or are just basically feeling depressed and feeling like they're worthless, or maybe not feeling happy anymore. There could be several different reasons why people do it. Everyone has their own reason, and your reason for wanting to try may be the same as everyone else, but please don't. That's all I can say, is just please don't. There's more in this video that could help you stop too. So, but your reason or someone else's reason may be the same as someone else's, but it really all just depends on what's going on in your own mind setting compared to what's going in someone else's mind setting. Someone could be like, yeah, I'm happy, I'm a perfect person, I feel like a perfect person, I'm super happy, there is no reason to. And then someone else could be like feeling like, yeah, I don't care, no one wants me, and in their mind they could be like, not worth my time. Life is not worth my time. That's other reasons, but those are some general reasons some people try to. And yeah. Do people attempt to prove something or to get sympathy? No. I don't think that. I don't think that if you kill yourself, there is nothing to prove. There is nothing. Yes, you do get a lot of sympathy if you do. Some people do. But after I tried, I got a lot of sympathy and I didn't like it. I didn't do it to get sympathy, and I did not do it to prove something. I did it because I really did feel worthless. But other people, I don't think anyone tries to prove something or get sympathy or does it for attention. I didn't like the attention that I got after I tried at all. I hated it. And I didn't do it to prove something. I didn't do it for sympathy at all. It does get annoying after you try and then people give you sympathy, and it does get annoying. I'm not gonna lie, it got annoying to me, but people don't do it. I don't think people do it to prove something, and I don't think that people do it for sympathy. I think they do it because they're actually really hurt inside. Question number 3. What is depression? Actually, I'll go get my other phone right there, and I cannot edit this out, and I'll get it. Okay, so I'll look up what is depression, and I'll give you a definition. What is depression?
Depression, feelings of severe despondency and dejection.
Depression may be described as feeling sad, blue, unhappy, miserable, or down in the dumps. Most of us feel this way at one time or another for short periods. Okay, that's not 100% true. I have severe depression, and major anxiety, and major bipolar. It does. You feel really sad and down. You just, a lot of the time, if you have severe depression like me, you want to cry for no reason at all. And it don't help depression when you get sad at all. Depression does not help when you get sad at all. But depression is basically a feeling for being sad. Some people can get depressed for short amounts of times, or some people have short or severe depression where you're depressed most of the time of your life. It all depends on your mindset and how your brain functions, right? How your brain functions on the period of time that you are depressed. Some people are depressed longer than others. I am depressed more than others are. A lot of other people are. But yeah, let's just sum up the question of what is depression. Why don't people talk about mental illnesses? The mental illness this person was referring to is the mental illness of depression and depression mainly. Why don't people talk about that? People don't talk about it because it is a highly common thing to be depressed a lot of the time. It is highly common. It really is. And I don't know. I can't really answer that one. People don't talk about it as much as other people because I feel like a lot of people don't think it's as important as other things are. It's definitely as important as a lot of things are, because if you talk more about depression, you can find more cures for depression and more things to help depression. And if you can't really talk about it or find any way to help cure depression, that's what leads to suicidal thoughts and attempts, and then once in a while it is a success. There is at least one person that dies. Every second there is at least one person that dies and one person that is born. Every minute at least there's one person that commits suicide in this world. And it's really depressing. There is actually just one, I can't remember if it was a male or a female, or if it was a transgender male. I don't know what this person went by, but it was one person in the LGBT community that had committed suicide. And it was depressing. And it went around the LGBT community more than it went around as a news story, because it was LGBTQ plus. That's what is sad and depressing. It is depressing that people commit suicide because of the bullying and the hate. I don't exactly know the story, so don't get me wrong or correct me. You can correct me. If you know what story I'm talking about, try to link it in my inbox and I'll go and read it. But yeah, some people don't feel that it's a mental illness that needs to be talked about a lot. Will talking things out help depression? Yes. I go to a counselor. It will help depression a lot. It's helping me, and we only talked very slightly. We've only had 2 meetings and it's helping a lot. But talking things out with someone helps a lot. It really does. Because you get what's on your mind out, and if you let it build up, it hurts on the inside and hurts on the outside, and it makes you start to think and worry about what other people are thinking about towards you. It helps a lot to talk. Don't ever build something up. It just makes it worse and hurts a lot more. Why do people attempt suicide when they appear better? They may appear better on the outside. In the inside, they hurt a lot worse than you think they do. How many people commit suicide in the U.S.? Actually, I will go look that up now. How many people commit suicide in the U.S.? How many people commit suicide in the U.S.?
According to CBN.com, each day approximately 86 Americans commit suicide and 1,500 people attempt suicide.
Each day approximately 86 Americans commit suicide and 1,500 people attempt suicide. Suicide is the nation's 8th leading cause of death for those 15 to 25 years of age. Suicide is the third leading cause of death. More Americans, an estimated 31,000, kill themselves than are killed by homicide. That's really bad. It's not, neither one of those, homicide or suicide, are a good thing. Neither one of them are. But for it to be that much, there are 31,000 people that die to suicide. More than there are homicide. That's bad. Next question. Warning signs. Warning signs to suicide. If you want to hide, keep yourself in a room or keep yourself away from people. I made it seem like I didn't want to, but at the same time, those warning signs were still there. I hid in my room. I often never came out. Often I came out. I think maybe to eat or drink, and maybe rarely to do that. Go to the bathroom, maybe it was the only thing I really did. Take a shower, go to school, stuff like that. Other than that, if I was at home, I was in my room. I didn't go anywhere. You can tell when someone's depressed. You can. Because everyone has something to them that you can tell that they're depressed. You may not know it's suicide, but if you can tell they're depressed, talk to them. Try to get it out of them that they are depressed, and try to stop the depression before it leads to suicide. Number 9. If a person's mind is made up, can you still be stopped? Yes, you can. My mind was made up. It was. And it was stopped. That's all I can say really is, yes, you can. You just gotta find a way. And I'm pretty sure if you look online, talk to a counselor, talk to a doctor, someone, you can be that person and make yourself feel good because you stopped a suicide. Number 10, last question. What should you do if someone who wants to try to commit? What should you do if you know someone who wants to try to commit? Try to talk them out of it. Tell an adult for sure. Tell an adult that they are. If you have anything to prove it to that adult. Tell their parents. And if it is an adult, try and talk it out. Try and talk to them into go seeing a counselor or someone. Just try to stop it. Try to talk to them. Talking is a big part of stopping it. Okay, so before we get any deeper, that was my 10 frequently asked questions about suicide. I hope you all enjoyed it. And remember, if you talk to someone who wants to commit suicide, you could be that person to stop that person. You could be that person's lifesaver. It really does help. Bye. Love you all.